Hey Salty Crew, welcome back to another video. This one was highly requested, so I am delivering. I'm so excited to share with you all of the supplements and different things that I take to balance out my hormones and for my general health. I want to preface this video by saying not everyone needs to take all of these different kinds of supplements. The particular vegan diet that I was following and the way that I was eating for me and my genetic makeup left me void of certain nutrients. I'm not saying anything bad about that particular diet. It just wasn't right for me, and the foods that I was eating on that diet were not giving me all of the nutrients that I needed to be fully healthy. If you are eating that diet and you are so happy and healthy and you have no deficiencies, then that is amazing and I love that. Keep doing it. But if over time you've noticed that your mood has shifted, your body is kind of out of whack and you don't really feel like yourself, then maybe it's time to look into certain nutrients, vitamins, minerals that you might be lacking. So like I said, not every vegan is nutrient deficient. I think it's quite the opposite. I think vegans are thriving and so full of health and vibrancy, and that is what should be possible on a vegan diet. But a lot of the times, different whole plant foods that we eat, if we don't eat a wide variety, then we kind of miss out on certain key nutrients that we really need. And that was me. So that's why I turned to supplements to kind of help me along and get me back on track. But you can get pretty much all of these minus like a couple from whole plant foods. So if you're eating a wide variety of whole plant foods, then you can get all of these things in nature. But supplements really do help the process. If you are severely deficient in a few different things, then taking supplements can really help, get you back into the green zone of where you should be. But like I said, it's not necessary for everyone. I just have specific needs. I lost my period, my thyroid's out of whack, my hormones are out of whack. So in order to get them back to normal, I turned to supplements to help that process along. So I wanted to share with you the different supplements that I've been taking to regain my period. My period is regular again. It's not super painful. Nothing weird happens during my period. I am not a medical professional. I am not an expert in these fields. I just want to share my experience with you because I think it could be beneficial to someone, and you can do your own research and figure out, oh, maybe I should take that too. But consult your doctor if you're worried about it. If you are concerned, ooh, should I take this? Should I not take this? If you're sensitive to certain things, just consult your doctor. I am not an authority on anything, like I said. So anyone in the comments who's like, who is this girl saying she just knows everything? I don't know everything. All right, I just do my research. I know what supplements do what their benefits are, and I just take them for those reasons, and that's it. So end of disclaimer. I also don't plan on taking all of these supplements for the rest of my life. This period of my life is for healing, inner healing, physical healing, and that's why I'm really focusing on them and taking them every day or every other day so I can, heal myself. I want to eventually get rid of the supplements and only really focus on my diet and eating a wide variety of whole plant foods that works for me and my body. But there are some things that I will be talking about that I think are beneficial to everyone, even if you don't have a disorder or something wrong inside of your body. They're just great for preventative health, and so a lot of them are anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory, all that stuff. So it helps to keep your body running at its full capacity, full health, and it helps you prevent disease and other issues down the road. So I think a lot of these are really great to take just in general, but not all of them are necessary for every single person. I also will leave the links to every single thing that I mention down in the description box below, so you can just click the link and order it yourself if you're interested in anything that I talk about. So the first thing that I take every day, pretty much every day, is maca powder. I personally put my maca powder in my overnight oats. You can also put it in like a matcha latte or a coffee drink. Maca is great because it boosts your immunity. It's good for your hormones. It increases fertility and it improves your sexual functions in general, which is never a bad thing. It's good for your energy levels. It's just great for your overall general health. So this is a great one for pretty much everyone to take, in my opinion. And fun fact, it is higher in calcium than milk. The next supplement I want to talk about is something that I don't actually have yet. I haven't tried it, but I am going to. I'm really excited about it. I've heard good things, and I will let you know what I think further on down the road after I've taken it for a couple of months. But I want to talk about reishi powder. So reishi, ashwagandha, stuff like that. If you've heard of like sun potions, those are called adaptogens. And maca powder also falls under this category as well as an adaptogen. Basically what adaptogens do is they help your body, your brain adapt to stress and stressful situations. So if you suffer from anxiety or you have a stressful lifestyle, if you have a job that really stresses you out and you're in a constant state of like go, 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 reishi might be a great thing for you to take. Reishi, ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is kind of like the gateway drug to adaptogens. It's kind of like a overall type of sun potion that you can take. And reishi is more geared towards hormonal health specifically. Reishi itself is a medical mushroom that has been used for thousands of years. Don't worry, it's not the type of mushroom that'll get you high, okay? Other benefits of reishi is that it's anti-inflammatory, it fights cancer and autoimmune diseases, it helps prevent heart disease, allergies, and infection. Next up, we have vitamin C with rose hips. And as most people know, vitamin C is great for your immune system. And rose hips actually contains 60% more vitamin C than oranges do. And rose hip is actually a fruit, so it's a whole plant food, and it helps you produce more collagen in your body. So it's a great source of vegan collagen. A lot of people take collagen supplements, powders, and stuff like that, but it's derived from animals. But rose hips is a great plant-based source of collagen. If you don't know what collagen is, it's super important that we get enough of it. It's a protein in the body that keeps us looking youthful and glowing and vibrant. Collagen helps form connective tissues in our bodies. Rose hips also helps prevent and treat rheumatoid arthritis. I cannot say that word. It's good for blood health and helps fight anemia and also helps prevent diabetes. Another supplement that I take is magnesium. This one is super important, especially if you have PCOS or insulin resistance. All women who have PCOS or have PCOS symptoms are low on magnesium. Magnesium is great for reducing insulin resistance. It's also good for people who have insomnia and can't sleep very well. It helps treat that. It's good for calming nerves and anxiety. It helps digestion. It relieves muscle aches and tension. It prevents migraines, and it also helps with chocolate cravings. So if you're someone who craves chocolate all of the time or every day, you are more than likely magnesium deficient. That's your body's way of telling you you need to eat more magnesium. Another super important supplement and nutrient that everyone should be consuming enough of is zinc. Zinc is needed in the body to produce the right amounts of estrogen and progesterone in a woman's body. Zinc is even involved in the creation and release of eggs in our ovaries. How cool is that? So it's obviously great for female fertility. It's also good for diarrhea. If you have bad diarrhea, chronic diarrhea, take some zinc. You need that in your life. It helps with nutrient absorption, digestion, and muscle repair. Next up, we have one of the most important things for vegans and non-vegans to take, B12. B12 is so important to take because if you are deficient in it and you ignore the signs of B12 deficiency, then you could have permanent damage to your nerves. Here's a crazy statistic for you. 40% of Americans are B12 deficient, and that includes vegans and non-vegans alike. Vegans, vegetarians, if you clump them all together, it only makes up about 3.2% of the American population. So the rest of the 36.8 36.8, is that right? Yeah, 36.8% of people left are non-vegans, and they are B12 deficient as well. You can naturally get B12 from the dirt, from our soil, but I don't think anyone is down for eating dirt every day. That's where humans originally got their intake of B12, was from the soil that food grows in, and they just didn't really wash their fruits and vegetables that intensely. They kind of left some dirt on there so that they could consume it and, you know, get their B12 on. But nowadays everything is so sterile, our soil is fucking horrible, so we're not getting the B12 that we need. So supplementation is a must. There's not really any way around it. And you can get B12 from sources like nutritional yeast, tempeh, mushrooms, but it's a different type of B12 that takes longer to convert in our bodies. So the optimal source of B12 that you want to look for when you're looking for a supplement is, I'm going to try to say this right here, you want to get the methylcobalamin source of B12, not a cyanocobalamin source of B12. The methylcobalamin, the meth version of B12 is the real deal. That version of B12 is more stable and it doesn't require conversion in our body, so it absorbs better. So take your B12, people, take it. Next up is a chlorophyll. So I drink chlorophyll water every morning. I take a liquid form. That's what makes plants green, is chlorophyll. That's what we learn in elementary school. So it's a bright forest green. It doesn't taste great. It honestly tastes like grass when you're drinking it. So just spoiler, it's not good. But it's really good for you and it does a lot of great things in our body. It's great for liver detoxification, speeds up wound healing, it improves digestion and is good for weight control, and it stops the development of cold sores because of its antiviral effects. So it's basically like a herpes treatment. So if you got the herp, drink your chlorophyll. And a big bonus is that it deodorizes your body from the inside out. So it helps with bad breath, BO, and like I said before, it has an antiviral effect. So it kind of gets rid of the bacteria in your body that causes odor. Another thing that I take every morning is a turmeric ginger shot, and I make it myself in my blender. I just put fresh turmeric root, ginger root, a little bit of orange juice, and pepper. Turmeric along with B12 is something that I think everyone should really be taking because it is anti-inflammatory, and pretty much all diseases and most sicknesses and disorders that people develop over time are from inflammation. So turmeric is a great preventative thing to ingest on a daily basis so that you can prevent future shitty things happening to your body and your health. And you might be thinking, why do you put black pepper in your turmeric ginger shot? Well, if you eat turmeric without pepper, it doesn't absorb properly in your body. So the black pepper, something with a combination of the two, really helps your body absorb the turmeric. Another thing that I've been eating on the regular is dulse. Dulse is a sea vegetable like nori or seaweed. So it's salty and a little fishy, and how I eat it is I squeeze a little lemon juice over top of it because it's kind of dry and crunchy, but I just add some lemon juice on top to soften it up. Fishy flavor, the lemon juice kind of just dumbs that down and hides it, so it just is kind of very salty and it's soft, so you can disguise it really well in a salad or a soup, something like that. And dulse is amazing because it contains all the minerals necessary to grow strong bones. So it has magnesium, iron, and calcium. It's also really high in vitamin A, which is good for your vision, and it's really high in iodine, which is super important for your thyroid health. If you're having any sort of thyroid issues, if it's too fast, too slow, you're probably not getting enough iodine. And sea vegetables are super high in iodine, so if you need this nutrient, definitely start eating your dulse, your nori, any sort of sea vegetable like that. It will be great for your iodine levels. All right, we're on our last one, guys. I hope you stuck it out with me so far. I hope this wasn't boring for you. If it was, I'm sorry. Okay, the last thing that I take every day is a Brazil nut. I just have one a day and it's very high in selenium. So selenium is another great thing for your thyroid. It's something that your body needs to use and create thyroid hormones. It's also really great for your hair and nails. So if you're trying to grow your hair nice and thick and long, eat your Brazil nuts. And it's a great source of whole plant fat and protein. You don't want to eat too much though. I read somewhere that if you eat too many Brazil nuts, you can kind of like overdose on selenium. One Brazil nut a day is kind of the perfect amount that you need. All right, that covers all of the supplements and foods that I take to balance out my body and hormones. Like I said before, you don't have to take all of these yourself, but if you feel like you're lacking in something that I mentioned, if you're having thyroid issues, if you don't have your period regularly, if you just aren't feeling your best, then maybe consider looking into the different nutrients you might be deficient in, get some blood work done, figure out what's going on, and start taking action. And like I said before, I will leave links down in the description box below so you can buy your own supplements if you need them. And that about does it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time I post a new video. Don't forget to take care of yourself this week, eat good food, and take your supplements. I will see you in the next one.